Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from a very wet Escondido in Southern California here. Yes, it was raining today, got to go out, woke up. Oops, sorry, got an itchy eye. Got to wake up to the rain falling on the roof this morning, so got up real quick, went outside, did a little dance. It's just something about rain and dancing in the rain. So refreshing. But anyway, so today I had the opportunity to go to a couple of dog adoption events going on in, near here, and I'm in search of a canine companion to travel with me. I have it's been 2 years since I last had a dog, and I really miss it. I've had the grand pup to stay every now and again and a couple of times, and really enjoy the time that I've had the grand pup staying, and kind of miss when Mojo has to go back home. So but today I was in search of my new traveling companion. Met some great dogs. Some of them are too small. Sorry, anything that in the small dog range is just too small. I'm scared I'm going to trip over them or lose them or something. And I didn't want anything as big as Gus was, because Gus was a pretty big dog. I mean, he was 114 pounds. He was a big boy. I don't want anything that big. I don't have the space. But I thought, yeah, medium-sized dog around 30 to 60 pounds would be good. Maybe 70, but that would be the max. And when I got to the first place, there was this gorgeous, absolutely adorable, mainly white, but with black markings, border collie. And she was just beautiful. She was gorgeous. And when I was walking up, she stretched out on her leash and started giving my hand, and I reached down for her. She started giving my hand kisses, didn't even sniff, just started kissing straight away. And so I got talking with the person who's fostering her, and as I'm sitting, and so I ended up sitting down on the ground with the dog, and the dog just basically sat on my lap. But she is border collie. She's 5 months old, hasn't had any training. She is house trained, but border collies are high energy. I'm not that energetic, might be a little too much energy for me, but so I met some of the other dogs, and this one also had a brother then. The brother got adopted that day, and this poor pup, every time she lost sight of her brother, she just started crying and getting upset, but they want to separate the dogs. They didn't want the dogs going to the same home. And so I was sort of like, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to be part of that, part of separating of siblings. It's just, yeah. So I went over and had a look at another area where they had some dogs from two different rescues as well. There was 3 rescues at one place today, and they had some cute pups. They had a schnauzer, but it was a mini schnauzer, and it was just a pup. And so I asked to see that dog, and got told it had just been adopted. And I was like, okay, obviously not meant to be for me. They had a black lab there. Boy, that thing was energetic. It was 6 months old, and it was everywhere. The poor dog handler, I mean, he was a big guy, and he was having trouble controlling this Labrador, and I was just like going, yeah, not me, no. But one of the women there, when she asked what I was looking for, and I explained to her the criteria and that sort of stuff, said that she has a Norwegian Buhound / something else. And she showed me the paperwork of it. They didn't have the dog there. And it kind of looks like a bit like a shepherd, and had this black mask on it, and the black mask made it look like it had a sad face. But the picture was gorgeous. Had a look at the other pictures online when I got back, but again, another high energy dog, but she said this one's very quiet, very mellow, great around kids, great around other dogs, big snuggler. I'm all for the snuggles. But yeah, didn't... I can arrange to go and see the dog, and I keep going backwards and forwards, should I? But then I thought back to the vision that I had on the 23rd of June of my next dog, and neither of these dogs matched. So I was like, nope. So got information to get in contact with them if I want to, and then went on to the next place, and they only had little dogs. But they had this one that kind of looked like the vision that I had in my head, but it was a dachshund, chihuahua, something mix. It was just this little thing, but very friendly. I always seem to attract the friendly dogs. It's amazing. So it was a wash with the things. Didn't get to meet my next dog, but that's okay, because obviously the time's not right, but I'm putting myself out there, knowing that at some point I'm going to meet him. But a lot of things have changed when it comes to adopting dogs. I have found they want like everything. They want to know everything. They want personal references. How long is the dog going to be left by itself? Where is the dog going to sleep? Be specific. I'm like, be specific? Seriously? You want me to tell him that? So my answer on that form is just sort of like, because you've got to fill out all this paperwork if you're looking at adopting a dog. And my answer on that form was wherever the dog feels comfortable sleeping. It's sort of like, if I get time to get him a bed and he wants to sleep in the bed, he can sleep in the bed. But otherwise, he can sleep wherever he likes, as long as he's comfortable. And but yeah, so didn't get to meet my dog today, but I had this vision on the 23rd of what my dog's going to look like, how big it's going to be, how old it's going to be when we finally meet, and already know its name. So at some point I am actually going to go, and I haven't done it yet, but I was going to go and get the dog tag made up for it, get its collar, get its leash, everything, so we're good to go as soon as I meet the dog. So I actually went via a couple of pet stores and went looking at the different types of leashes that are available these days, and working out. I kind of know what I want in my head anyway, and they don't seem to carry what I want anymore, so I'm going to do some more research on that. But it was an interesting day, very tiring day. There's a lot of driving involved, and but it's not the right time because Monday I got to take Sparkles in to get the shuttering thing fixed in the steering. When it gets to 50 to 60 miles an hour, it just has this vibration that goes through the whole vehicle. So I got to get that gets taken care of on Monday, and then Tuesday I leave Escondido. I head up to Menifee for a few nights, then on to Palm Springs. From Palm Springs to some other place between there and Phoenix. Then I'm in Mesa, Arizona. Where do I go after Mesa? Then I go north somewhere, somewhere in Arizona. It's out in the Wops, and and I think at that place I'll actually be offline, which would be awesome because I wanted a place in October I could just go and for like 3 or 4 days and just sit and write. I got all this stuff going on in my head right now, and I just need to get it out, and I'm just finding that I'm not having enough time. So, but maybe I will find the right dog in Arizona. Who knows? On one of my road trips, I may come back with a 4-legged companion. But it's an interesting exercise to go through and just get out there. And I mean, some of these dogs were beautiful. They had great personalities and very friendly dogs and all that sort of stuff. But some of them are just high energy, and I don't have the energy yet to take care of a high energy dog. Zeph's out there somewhere. Zeph, that's the name of my next dog, is Zeph. And no, Kathy, I can't have a husky. Unfortunately, huskies is on the list of a lot of campgrounds that you can't take them in there because they're considered an aggressive dog, especially towards other dogs. So any pit terrier, any bull terrier I can't have, Stafford terriers I can't have, huskies. What are some of the other ones that are on that list? There's a list that the campgrounds give you that are all basically the same. And yes, Renee, I am manifesting right now. I actually sat down on the 23rd of, let's see, this is how the story goes. So on the 23rd of June, I was doing my morning devotions, and the reading that morning was from the book of Zephaniah. And I thought, Zephaniah, that's a really cool name. And I thought, Zephaniah. And I go, Zeph. And the second I said Zeph, this picture of this dog popped into my head. Like, crystal clear picture of this dog popped into my head. And I went, are you Zeph, my next dog? And he just cocks his head at me as though to say, well, what do you think? And I picked up my journal and I just started writing. I wrote, I think it was just over a page and a half about Zeph, about the type of dog that he is, how old he was when I met him, and the type of traveling companion he is, the type of walks we go on, the type of fun that we have together, and all of that sort of thing. So I have the picture of the dog in my head. Unfortunately, I did not see it today, which is okay. But I had this burning desire to go to these two places where the adoption things were on, and I think it was just basically to get me out there and get me looking again. Because when I got there and when I left, I didn't feel bad about leaving the dogs behind that I'd sat with and petted and talked about with. I didn't feel bad about leaving them behind. I know that they're going to go to good homes, and definitely not a beagle. Zeph is going to be a shepherd mix, and he's only going to be a mid-sized dog. And he'll be 8 months old when we finally physically get him. Beagles are I actually wanted a beagle at one point, and my husband said no because they're too yappy. And being in a campground, you can't have a yappy dog. You cannot have, I mean, you should hear the hullabaloo that goes on out here when people have, they've got these little fences that they put in around their RV, or not around the RVs, because you're only allowed to have fences that go basically the length and the width of your awning, if you've got a dog there. And people will put their dogs out there. They're not supposed to leave them out there by themselves. They're supposed to be out there with them. And a lot of the time, and then somebody will come walking along with their dog, and the hullabaloo that goes up. And yeah, definitely not a purse dog. I trip over those things like crazy. And I'm only a short person. You think that I'm short and closer to the ground, I should be okay with little dogs, but yeah, no. I have, there was one time I had Gus and the two Chihuahuas that were grandpups. And I kept tripping over those little Chihuahuas all the time when they were staying with us. And I remember standing in the kitchen one time, I was cooking, and I turned around, and here's Gus standing there, and on either side, and then Gus, and then Beamer, and then Nani were standing there, all standing there with great looks of expectations on their faces. That was hilarious. And I thought, oh, jeepers. But yeah, no, a medium-sized dog would be awesome. So something... let's see, probably something about the size of a border collie. They're around the right size that I'm looking for. Even a Sheltie would be nice. But the dog that I had picture in my head that's called Zeph, he is definitely part shepherd. Definitely had a shepherd look to his face, but he's only part shepherd. That keeps him nice and small. And with some other small dog, but... I mean, the one that the picture I saw the closest of was Stella, who is the Norwegian... Boohound. That would have been the closest that I saw to what Zeph looks like, but she was female, not male, and my dog is male. So anyway, it's going to be back to manifestation, and I can't wait to meet Zeph. But like I said, it was great to be out there amongst the dogs, checking them all out, seeing them, not feeling bad about saying no to anybody when they say, oh, would you like to go further with this dog? So like, yeah, no. No, definitely cannot have pits, can't have Stafford Terriers. Let's see, Stafford Terriers, any of the Bull Terriers, Huskies can't have the aggressive dog breeds. And I thought, well, Huskies aren't aggressive, but they're aggressive towards other dogs. So, yeah, no Huskies. Yeah, we'll have to sit and have a chat one time, Renee. I can't read all your comment there. It's not showing it. Oh, hang on, it says Seymour. Yes, I definitely like manifestation, and I am manifesting Zeph into existence on a daily basis. I talk to him, I imagine him on my lap, and sitting in the seat next to me when I'm driving, and in the back seat in the car, and the buckled to the front seat here in the RV when I'm driving. And he's going to be a great dog when he finally appears. I can't wait. It's like, yes. But yeah, so it was a no-go on the things today, but a lot of fun out there. A lot of beautiful dogs up for adoption. I mean, if you're in a position where you can adopt a dog, there were some great dogs with great personalities out there today, and there were some ones that desperately need like this poor guy with the Labrador. I mean, he had a 6-month-old Labrador, and this thing was pulling him everywhere. And this guy was not a small guy, and he works out. And he was having trouble keeping control of the 6-month-old black lab. And he's going, anybody athletic out here? Anybody want an athletic dog? Athletes wanted for this dog. He was hilarious. He's just like looking all around, like saying, please come and adopt this dog. But anybody who is very athletic out there running or cycling or hiking, this dog needed it. And somebody who could just endlessly play ball with this thing. And all I could picture was one of those little ball machines where you put the balls in and it just fires them out for the dogs to chase. And but yeah, it was a good day. I felt good about it. Got home, I was exhausted, and but yeah, it's nice, and it's been raining on and off. Depending, like when I was in Encinitas today, it was beautiful, sunny, not very hot, just nice and warm. And then when I got back to Escondido, it was raining again, so it was kind of good. But and because it's a lot cooler, I'm now working on my blankets again. Oh yeah, to show you my latest one, my latest creation. I finished it last night. Hang on, get up out of the chair here. Go over here. Oh, hang on, I can show you. This was Stella. Can you see that? That's Stella. She's the Norwegian Boohound and Norwegian Lunderhound pup. She's 10 months old. Well, actually, she's a year old now. But this is my latest hat in the greens, green, yellow, and white. Trying to get it in a good light here for you. So finished that one last night while I was watching Murder Under the Sun, a Hercule Poirot, Agatha Christie story. It was awesome. So I finished that off, got all the ends sewn in. So that's another one to go in. And now I'm working on, hang on, we'll turn this around here. Now we're working on this one. So still got a few more rounds to go on that one. But yes, I got this finished last night while watching Murder Under the Sun. And now working on a blanket. So, but yeah. So Zeph's out there somewhere. Can't wait to meet him. But it was, like I said, really good day to get out there and meet some great dogs. And if you are in a position to adopt a dog and it would fit in with your family well, they take great care. They do home visits. A lot of the adoption things out here now do home visits. And they want like everything, all your details, everything. You know, what's one question was, how soon after you get the dog will it be by itself? And I'm like, I work from home. You know, how long when you leave home, how long is the dog going to be left by itself? I said an hour, maybe two, while I go grocery shopping. You know, that when I was talking with them, I was telling them, you know, I live in an RV full time. I'm traveling around the States and Canada, and I need a traveling companion and somebody to go on walks and that with me, and just need somebody who wants to travel in the RV. And they was like, oh my God, can I come with you? These are all the handlers. Can I come? Forget the dog. I'll just come with you. So it's great. But yes, a lot of their questions are sort of like, you know, how big is your fenced yard? Do you have a swimming pool? Anybody allergic? What medications are you on for animal allergies? How many kids are in the house? What ages are they? How long is the dog going to be left in the house by itself? Where do you work? I said at home. Who's your employer? Myself. You know, it was very interesting answering some of the questions on this adoption form there. I've got the form here. I haven't handed it in or anything else. So it's going to be kind of fun when I actually have to do that. So anyway, that's it from me for tonight. Still open to getting my next dog, Zeph, when he decides to appear. So I'll keep manifesting on Zeph. And I will keep you posted on any other dog adoptions that I go to. But yeah, there's just some gorgeous, gorgeous dogs out there. And I got to see some beautiful dogs today. Some of them were unfortunately way too small for me. So, yeah, it was, but it wasn't heartbreaking leaving them behind. It was sort of like, you know, they're going to find good homes for these dogs. And they'll be going to the right homes that's right for them. And while I was there was like about 5 or 6 dogs that got adopted. So I was like, yes. But didn't feel guilty about leaving them behind. So that was also a good thing. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm off to do some more on the blanket and find a movie to watch for tonight. Any suggestions? So yeah, any suggestions on movies to watch tonight? I am open for things. I've now got to go and look on Prime and Netflix and see what movies are available that I would like to watch. So anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. I don't even know what the weather's doing tomorrow. In fact, I don't really care. If it's wet, I get to go dancing in the rain again. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome evening. Until tomorrow, hei konera.